Oh, my friends in Spain, why do you keep doing this to me? You make it so hard for me to create content sometimes and find something that's competitive. And guys, when I think of fixed blades, and particularly when I'm looking for these things, stainless steel options, excellent ergonomics, great sheath options, and coming in at about $100 or less, I've basically come to the conclusion it is almost impossible to find anything that competes in those areas to the Joker Knives line of blades. And just as one example, this Comparo from Joker Knives. So as someone who has had the opportunity now to travel to all sorts of different environments across America, from the very tip of Idaho near the Canadian border, and now all the way down to the very tip of Texas up against the Mexican border, I can tell you that I have now been able to experience all types of weather and humidity and environments. Whereas before, living in Colorado, man, it was great, but very low humidity. And so I've come to appreciate stainless steel blades on a whole new level. Don't get me wrong, I love high carbons, and high carbons absolutely have their place. But particularly when riding on your belt, doing a lot of food prep, doing a lot of finer cuts and different things like that, having something that's stainless steel definitely, depending on your environment, totally makes sense. And that's really what Joker Knives excels at. Now, they do have some high carbon steel versions of their blades out there, but what I see is mainly either Sandvik 14C28N, which is what this guy has with a Rockwell of 58 to 60. I've used several of their blades now, and that steel not only holds a great edge, but it's very reliable in the sense of toughness. I've beat on them, thrashed on them, done all sorts of stuff with them, and they don't snap, they don't break, they don't chip, and that's a great thing to see. So a good edge retention, good rust resistance, and it's going to hold up to abuse that a little knife like this you might put through. But also, you know, getting, you know, options like N695 steel. Many of their models have that as an option that you can go with. And you're seeing several of their other blades as well in some of the B-roll from their bushcrafter and a few of their other designs that I've had a chance to use and play with. But this Comparo just really connected with me on another level, just because of that great tip and the way it's designed with a full flat grind, which is excellent for camp work. I mean, you know, the name kind of gives it away. I mean, it's fantastic at food prep, great for carving and whittling, making notches, doing little fine, you know, square cuts if you're building something in woodcraft, and full tang. Whereas a lot of knives in this category maybe would be stick tang, rack tail tang, partial. You know, I'm thinking a lot of those Scandi ground knives from Scandinavia, you know, Moras and Martinis and those type of things. So you're getting that level of kind of durability and extra strength as well. 90-degree spines, so you're going to be able to throw sparks, and that's just excellent. And then the handles that you can see here, that every single model that I've now tested, and I've done the bigger Nomad, which is just amazing. Again, the Bushcrafter, I can't remember all the ones off the top of my head. We've done several. The rounding of that burlap micarta is just so cool. I mean, just look at that, man. Isn't that sick? Great fit and finish. I love it. Super well pinned in, tube, lanyard hole. Really well done, and they're full. You know, a lot of knives in the size range, sometimes you can get these kind of like really thin, tiny handles, and then that actually creates a hot spot, at least with me with larger hands. This fills it out, and it's kind of this beefy handle, but it's still, you know, lightweight at like 6.5 ounces usually on average for something like this, with just over 4 inches, which is perfect for a belt knife size range. So I mean, you're getting so much there. And then the sheath as well, particularly an option like this, great dangle leather sheath. You can get them with fire steels, you can get Kydex on many of their models. Really takes the cake. And so all of those things together, and guys, when I originally purchased that Lynx about 2 years ago, just kind of on the fly and got it in my hand, I was like, this is an excellent tool, and you can get them in so many different varieties, which is so cool. If you want Scandi, they got Scandis. If you want full flat, they got that. If you want saber, they got that. They got a few in convex. I mean, it's crazy the variety of handle scales you can get, options that are available in grinding. You know, if you like that particular style but wish it came with a different type of edge, they probably have it. They probably make it, which is mind-boggling. And when I bought that Lynx, I paid like $85, I think, for it. I just looked on Amazon, and what this is going for currently is $76 last I checked for this exact knife that you're looking at right here. That is bananas. I mean, that is crazy. For well under $100, you can get your hands on a Spanish made with excellent steel choices in that price range with good fit and finish, good, you know, materials and edge geometry and everything to get a lot of work done in the stainless steel arena particularly. And if you need high carbon, a lot of them have high carbon as well, but really, I believe the Sandviks and the N695 is really where their kind of their sweet spots are. It's hard to compete with those prices. And not only myself, but several members of my crew, my brother, my buddy Brian, my buddy Mike, they all have a Joker now. And they're like, dude, for like the type of task that you want a stainless steel blade to do in these compact camping, hiking, backpacking arenas, for what you're paying, it is hard to compete. It is very hard. And the Spanish are just, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard to compete with something like that. And so, guys, this is more of just a kind of, go check it out. I'll have links for you below. If you're here in the States, Amazon's usually the best place to pick them up. And there's lots of options. If you're overseas, you can obviously go through their website and, you know, dig around over there to see whatever dealer may be carrying them for you. But I cannot speak enough of the excellence that I'm seeing and just for the pricing, right? I mean, sure, we can get a more premium steel and pay $150. Sure, we might find a little bit of a fit and finish, you know, here or there or whatever that, you know, $200 knife might not have. But for an under $100, all the things we've been listing today, you've got to check out Joker knives if you need stainless steel, guys. And I'm appreciating the need for stainless steel more than ever before, now traveling so much and seeing so many different types of environments. But I want to hear from you guys. Maybe there's a blade style or design or, you know, brand that I'm not familiar with that does excellent stainless steel fixed blades and giving you so much variety, so much capability, but I've yet to find it. So I hope, you know, maybe if there is one, you guys can let me know. But yeah, look forward to hearing the comments. If you guys have any questions, if you have any other ideas, you know, on upcoming content, I always love reading the comments. You guys give me ideas all the time. But guys, check out Joker Knives and check out those links below that I'll have for you, because I've been so pleased with what I've been using for years now. That's my take, that's my mileage, and I look forward to hearing what your mileage is and what your experience with Joker Knives has been, and I look forward to the discussions that we're about to have in the comments below. Check out the other video popping up. I invite you to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Throwing up content like this all the time, and until next time, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.